Hello and welcome back to the Graceful Tangle. I'm Amy Kate, a young but passionate knitter and crocheter. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're looking for me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Ravelry, Etsy, and Pinterest as the Graceful Tangle. On Ravelry and Etsy, you can view my shops where I sell my knit and crochet patterns. I really hope you would like to check them out, and if you do, you can consider purchasing one. It really helps me out. So today I have a little bit of a different video for today, but a super exciting one. I have a small Hobby Lobby haul to share with you. This is kind of a type of video that I've always wanted to film, but never have. And then I planned a trip to Hobby Lobby this past Saturday for the first time in months. And I planned, I went, I purchased, and then I came home and I thought it would be so fun to film a little video to go with it. So it's a couple days later, and I have actually used a couple of the things that I purchased already, but I still thought it would be fun to share them with you. So first off, we'd just like to preface this by saying Hobby Lobby is dangerous for Amy Kate. Hobby Lobby is my happy place. I could literally spend all day long in Hobby Lobby and not be bored. I could walk down every single aisle 10 times and be happy as a clam. So with that being said, I always try to go in there with unless it really is just to browse, I try to always go in there with purpose and know what I'm after, make myself a budget, have a strategic list that I try to stick to, etc. So this is the list that I made for this past trip. I know you're not going to be able to see it super well, but basically I calculated how much each item that I wanted to purchase would be and kind of came up with my grand total from that. All of the yarn on Hobby Lobby, which is usually what I'm after, goes on sale for 30% off about every third week, I believe. It used to be every other week. Well, actually, they used to not even have it. It used to be like select brands would go on sale every week. And then I believe it was last summer maybe when they decided to, or I guess when my Hobby Lobby, I suppose, went to having all of their yarn for 30% off every other week. And then they have since added something else in between those, so I think it's every third week now. Anyway, I have studied their site enough to know that it's at least once a month when all the yarn is 30% off. And I don't go, every month. By no means, I do not go every month. But I make sure that I always go on a week that it is 30% off so that I can get that better deal. They also always have a 40% off coupon, so if there's something kind of bigger that you like to purchase or something that doesn't go on sale often, then you could use it then. So that's like what I like to do. I like to buy on when it's 30% off and then sometimes use that 40% off coupon on something else as well. And that is exactly what I did this trip. So I planned a few projects that I wanted to make, and then I chose what yarn I would like to use. I obviously have this shelf here, and then I actually have two more down on my wall and another little shelf, like I guess directly across from me behind the camera, where I store yarn. So obviously I have plenty of yarn, but sometimes it's fun to just kind of purchase yarn for a specific project and make it that much more special. So that's what I did this time. So without further ado, let's talk a little bit about what I got. So first off, I got 4 skeins of I Love This Yarn, their brand, which is accurately named. It kind of feels silly to say, but I do really like this yarn. So I got 4 skeins, and this is for the Weekender sweater by Andrea Mallory, who is J. Renee Knits on Ravelry if you want to check her out. She is pretty famous in the knitwear design world. But I purchased her pattern, I don't know, it was a couple months ago, I think. She had a one day where all of her patterns were 50% off. I think it was to celebrate her 5-year design anniversary. Anyway, it was super generous. And I purchased a couple of her patterns then, and I've been really looking forward to making this sweater for quite a while now. So I got 4 skeins in the color Scarlet Rose. showing a pretty color accurate. It's a little bit darker than that in person. It's kind of more of a burgundy in my mind than a rose. It's like a really, really deep rose, if we want to call it that. But I really love this. It's a lot different than the colors, that I typically go for. But I really liked it. I thought it was a little bit different. I thought it looked kind of good with my skin tone. It matches a bunch of my pants that I like to wear in the fall. So I thought it would fit into my wardrobe very well. And if you're curious, on sale, these 4 skeins cost $13.96. So yeah, it's a pretty good price. And I should have some left over after I finish the sweater. I'm not certain. It depends on, I think I'm going to lengthen the body just a little bit, and it depends on how much I have after I do that. But yeah, I think I'm going to have a little bit left over, which that does not bother me. I can put it into my scrap blanket, or sometimes if it's enough, I can even make or design a hat or another small accessory, which I thoroughly enjoy. I really like having a little bit left over to make something else with, especially with one like this. Okay, let's see. The next thing I got is pretty boring, I suppose. But it is just one huge skein of Crafter's Secret Big Idea in the color Off-White. Which that doesn't really look off-white to me, but anyway, that's the color name. So again, I mean, this is pretty boring, but my plan is to make the, let's see, it's a blanket that uses Bonnet Pop. Repeat Crafter Me hosted a crochet along for it. I don't know when it was, last year or the year before, I'm not sure, but it's a free pattern on her blog. And I have the Bonnet Pop cakes that I need to make that blanket. I just really need some more white to kind of finish the whole thing off. So that's going to be a project that I make this summer. And I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be for my sister, maybe. I think she would really like it. But yeah, so I just got that to use as the border for the squares and border for the entire blanket. And that was $6.98 without tax. So this is 30% off for the sale, but I didn't calculate tax, so I guess add 10% to that. Okay, the next thing I got was actually something that I wasn't originally planning on purchasing. However, I Love This Cotton, which is again, Hobby Lobby's in-store brand, was running a little low, and I believe I talked about this on my most recent podcast, but it was requested by my Mimi to make some dishcloths for her. So I got some fun colors to make that, to make some dishcloths with. These are the colors. Let's see. Eastern Nova is this color. Paris in June is this one, and I have already used this one, so that's why it looks a little funny. I have also already used this one, Aqua Ombre, and very original, Pink, Green, Purple. That's what it's called. I love how this one is Eastern Nova. Like, that is such a deep name, and then this one is Pink, Green, and Purple. Oh well, but anyway, all of these are super pretty. I thought they would be fun. Make fun dishcloths, be fun to work with, since the colors are so fun. But yeah, I've already used these two. I've already made dishcloths with these two, so I really love them. I love this yarn. It's cotton, but it's softer than most cotton, so it's so easy to work with. So easy to knit with and crochet with. It doesn't split. It just glides right off the needle because it's so soft, and then it lasts forever. I have dishcloths. Well, I guess my family has dishcloths that I've made years and years and years ago, and they are still holding up just fine. So yes, those 4 skeins. I love this cotton. Alright, and then the last yarn item that I got Well, 2 skeins of Yarn Bee's Soft and Sleek DK. I have used this yarn multiple times, and I love it. So these are the colors. Ivory, I believe. Yes, Ivory and Pretty and Peacock. Very contrast. So put it together. So this is going to be for a super exciting project. Morgan of More Thunder, you can find her here on YouTube and also on Instagram. She's a bit more active on Instagram, so I definitely recommend that you follow her over on there if you're not already. But she is coming out with another free knit along for the Panglossian sweater. I think I'm saying that right. But anyway, it is a colorwork top-down sweater. There's a T version, which is the one that I will be making, and then there's also a long sleeve version. It is a free knit along that will be hosted on her blog starting June 1st. So I'm beyond excited for that to start, and I got this yarn to use for it. Just 1 skein each is going to be more than enough. This yarn is crazy. It has 478 yards per skein, and again, it is a DK weight. I will say that it's a little bit lighter of a DK weight. I have been able to get finger weight gauge with this yarn, but yeah, it'll work for that sweater perfectly as well. So yes, super excited about this. Okay, and then one fun thing that I got. So they had quite a few things on clearance. It was kind of like, it was a little bit sporadic. It was mostly just like little notion things. There were a few yarn bowls that were gorgeous on clearance. There were some like bookmarks in that little notions area. Some socks that were kind of cute but would be way too big for me. Coffee mugs, just a few random things. And I chose not to purchase any of that stuff. However, I did get this for 74 cents. This is a yarn cutter. So as silly as it sounds, I have always wanted one of these. I know Clover makes a really nice metal one, and I've heard that people take them on planes because you cut the yarn using this blade in between the, I guess, petals. But like, I mean, it won't cut, it would be really hard to fit something down there to cut something other than yarn. But it works so well for yarn. So I thought this would be really good for just keeping in my notions pouch, which I will talk about that in a minute. Or just taking like in the car where I don't really want to have a big pair of scissors, but something like this to cut my yarn would be amazing. So yeah, and it does come with this cord so that I guess you can wear it as a necklace, but it's not like it's that long. I mean, this would not fit over my head, so I don't know. I'm not planning on using it as a necklace anyway, but yeah, 74 cents well spent in my mind. And again, it works so well. I really love this thing. And then the last thing that I got is an organizing tool. So I purchased this organizer. It is the Options brand. I know it's clear and you can see me through it, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that, but my plan for this is to organize all of my notions. So stitch markers, progress keepers, scissors, yarn needles, buttons, all of it in here, and then be able to easily transport this if I go on a trip, which doesn't happen often, but sometimes, or just to carry around the house. Right now I have notions in multiple little bags, and that works fine. Like, it's easy to just throw that in a project bag and go, but it's really hard to keep up with everything, and I'm trying to improve my organization skills. So this is going to be a start. You can look out for a video in the near future on if this works out. This one, I really like the way that it opens. It's super easy to open. It doesn't kind of like jolt everything inside when you lift the latches. And then also, it comes with the little, I guess, separators or walls that you cut apart, and then you can put in these slots. Which was huge. To be able to customize each size was a big deal. And also, being able to open the organizer without having everything like shake and shift around was a big plus. So this one was a teensy bit more expensive, but again, I was able to use the 40% off coupon, which worked out really well, and I'm really happy with this. I'm hoping that it works out as well as I think it will. So that's all for my Hobby Lobby haul. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. Again, this is just a type of video that I've always wanted to make, and it was super fun, so I hope you enjoyed it too. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!